is organized in a manner that what motivates it is not actually ideology, then what you see will happen. And morality. Wike said, I did not work for the APC government without the PDP approving it. He wrote to the PDP and said, I have been given appointment in the name of national unity. I'm going to take the appointment. And they gave him approval. He is so smart. He knows how to commit them. So they are crying, haven't approved for him to go and serve. That's one. Number two, he is so generous to Peter Obi. What he said, I commend him because he confined himself to PDP as committing suicide. He didn't even say Obi will commit greater suicide. So he did not even speak to Obi. He feels Obi can make his mistake, but his interest at the moment is his party. Indeed, Wike is excellently correct because don't forget that Wike is in the intestinal working of the PDP. The organs of the PDP, the heart, the liver. So when he says the party will be committing suicide, he's saying that just like...
is Mr. Peter Obi not an asset? I mean, he has the obedient movement, he has a huge followership.
We'll get there. Just like Ize-Iyamu was a bit of a difficult sell for the APC, the election between Ize-Iyamu and the last governor, Obaseki. Because Ize-Iyamu's words and Oshomole's words against Ize-Iyamu were so clear and loud. It was a difficult sell. So if Peter Obi takes the ticket of the PDP and they begin to play back the videos of Peter Obi saying that this party is a damaged, corrupt structure, how does Peter Obi reconcile his integrity, his morality with that privilege?
But that seems to be what the order of the day is with Nigerian politicians.
It is.
People who have criticized
they
the
say Peter Obi is a bit different. Peter Obi is marketed as a different, morally, one of the most different and better Nigerian politicians. So if you now rub him in the same brush, he will be committing his own suicide. Why PDP is not going to struggle to sell this? So now let's look at the obedience.
Yes.
Currently, the obedience are in disarray. They are currently looking for the platform to make sure they promote the agenda of their leader. If that person is going to the PDP machinery that used to be in the past has been decimated. They've scattered all over the place. Some are with APC, some have gone to APC, some have moved to ADC. So if Peter Obi goes there, like I said before, that would be the worst political decision of his career.
Just simply based on morality and character that he said certain unpalatable things about the party.
No, I understand. In politics, you can say something.
What other reasons?
He's asking if it's just based on that, or if you genuinely believe that if Peter Obi ran under the umbrella of the PDP, that he doesn't have what it takes to win.
Peter Obi always has a lot in his favor. But those chances can be diminished if he makes the wrong choice. The chances of his victory, because of his large followership, can be diminished by the choice he will make, by the platform he will run on. There are many obedient that don't want to touch PDP.
In this life, people have their own opinion. So Peter Obi leave PDP, and Wika are saying that if he is coming back, they should not allow Peter Obi to come back. Where would he come back? If Peter Obi come back, the PDP will become corrupt. The PDP will not be functioning again. Did Peter Obi tell you that he's coming back to PDP? No, he didn't say. Even though he said he didn't mean it. There are many ways to survive. Like this man said, Peter Obi, their people, the obedient, they don't even want to come back to PDP anymore. They don't even want PDP. They left you people behind. So see, the love that Peter Obi have for Suere is something that nobody can even measure it. And Suere to love Peter Obi, like to be frank, when this thing happens, Peter Obi step in for Suere, and everything was just special. And speak to Nigerian police. Tell me a president that would do it like that. Tell me. Okay, something just happened now. Let me just say, Big Brother Naija, the Fina, her sister. Did you know that if the time that Dama was talking about this person, people were willingly to double tap Dangote. Now that VDM wash off his hand, what happened? You see Nigeria. They just want somebody that will be at the forefront, so that they will use that person as an scapegoat. They just want somebody that will take the bullet, so that them they will be able to like, rumors about it. Wike, you don't talk. Everybody who no know you no go know you o. So forget that thing. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for always coming to watch my videos. Your massive love and support keep me going. As in Peter Obi, yes, he's the only man that can do undoable. Peter Obi is the leader of the opposition, whether somebody like it or not. It's Peter Obi, and it will always remain Peter Obi come 2027. So I don't know why Wike is lamenting. Why are you lamenting? Stop lamenting, because we don't need a voice right now. Yes, anyways, I will leave the rest of the video for you to watch while you like, share, subscribe, and then turn on your post notification bell. Thank you, and remain blessed.
Bigot, Peter Obi ignored him. Then he accused Peter Obi of bribery, that Peter Obi tried to bribe him. That is where the problem arose. Peter Obi's selling point is his integrity, and he doesn't play with that. The things that Peter Obi have done against Deji could be forgiven when Deji was still an ordinary citizen. But the moment he became a learned citizen, Peter Obi could not ignore him. Deji has been called to bar. He's now a lawyer. So the things he says could not be counted for him as ignorance anymore. And that is why Peter Obi sued him to court for defamation. He has always bragged that he has evidence to prove it. Now Peter Obi has charged him to court, sued him for defamation, asking him to provide evidence. As a learned lawyer, he should know better that you can't just accuse somebody and the person will wave it off. Nigeria knows that Deji is now a lawyer, so we expect that whatever he's saying, he has empirical evidence to back it up. And that is why Peter Obi could not longer ignore him. So he will have his day in court to provide that evidence to show that Peter Obi tried to bribe him. That is where the problem arose. Now, since Peter Obi charged Deji to court, he has been jumping from one media station to another, accusing, saying that trying to gaslight Peter Obi, that he's intolerant. That is what he has been trying to do. But why are you crying? You said you have evidence. Now you have your day in court to provide those evidence. Of course, Deji is one of those who before now has, through social media, tried to control public perception. So they work for politicians to control public perception. They attack this politician, they attack this politician, different politicians, working for different politicians, controlling social media narrative. That was their job. Because if you check, since they graduated from school, he has not done any job. He has not opened any business. What he does is social media commentary since he graduated. That is what he has been doing. And making money off politicians. Of course, we know politicians are corrupt, so they are ready to pay any amount just to have their name. Just to have somebody try to convince the public and paint the public image, control the public perception of them. So he has not, since his graduation, he has not done any business. He has not gotten any paid job. Neither has he rendered any services. The only time you saw him is when he was contesting for PDP to become, I think, their publicity secretary or so. But outside that, Deji has no occupation. He has no job. So they usually work for politicians, trying to paint public perception for them. Then the citizens started becoming more engaging, more enlightened. People began to emerge on social media to speak and not allow them to seize the space. Then he gained admission, started studying law with the hope that adding a barrister to his name, a lawyer, will help his trade. But as he was doing that, a group of people called the Obedience emerged and seized the narrative. They took away the control of social media from the likes of Deji, Reno Mokri, and Showore. There are a couple of them. They took away social media control from them. Then, that meeting Deji held with Peter Obi came. Deji told himself, maybe it's time to go into politics. He met with P2B and pleaded that he will be granted waiver to contest for the House of Rep under Labour Party for Abuja. I think Labour Party. Peter Obi could not guarantee that. He went back. He became angry because he was promoting Peter Obi. He knew that Peter Obi was better. But since he could not get what he wanted, he became angry. Started dancing to the market, looking for another paymaster. That was his problem with Peter Obi. He started. So he has graduated. He's now a lawyer. He's doing, of course, you know that legal services is not where you don't make money. For you to make money from legal services, you have to be tough in the floor of the court to win cases for your clients. But he's not ready to go through that way. He wants to do it through Kayamo way, appointments. After posing as an activist, he will now get appointments into government. That's what he wanted. So now, Reno Mokli has quickly attacked P2B, and they gave him job, because if you attack P2B, they give you job. Reno Mokli have done that, and he has gotten a job. So Deji is now trying to toe that way, so that as a lawyer, Tinubu will engage him, so he can start making money. That's why he started shooting P2B. But he failed to understand that any allegation you make against Obi, now as a lawyer, will not be ignored, because you cannot claim ignorance of the law. You cannot hold facts any longer. So that is why he's jumping around now, since Peter Obi took him to court, to provide that evidence. And of course, you know, the person that mediated the meeting between him and Peter Obi, Ike Aboyin, a journalist, have come out to debunk that Deji is a liar, that such Peter Obi never did that. Because you don't know Peter Obi. How could Peter Obi have offered you money that he has never offered anybody? Even when he was in position to buy delegates for himself, he didn't offer money. Now, it is you that cannot do anything for him, that came to ask for tickets, that he will offer money. It is shameful. One thing Deji must understand, that life have changed. For you to make money now, you need to go back to that law. Go and battle it out with your fellow lawyers. Get clients. Battle it out. Win your cases so that you can get your legal services money. This way you want to toe, the way of Festus Keyamo, it has come to an end. There are no free media space for you to lie again. People have now woken up, especially the emergence of obedience. Makes it very difficult for people like you. So prepare for your defense. The evidence will set you free, nothing else.
I am a pioneer interim management committee member that set up the APC in Kaduna State. I led the registration of membership in Kaduna State alongside with retired Colonel Abdallah, distinguished Senator M.B. Saleh, and the former member of the House of Representatives representing Brindangwari and Giwa, Honorable Shehu Balarabe. Shehu, it will interest you that Malam Nasser Ahmed El-Rufai, when he came to Kaduna, he came as a greenhorn in politics, without base, without any structure. We were the foot soldiers that ensured that he clinched his ticket and became the governor. Like you rightly said, I was Director General of the campaign in 2015 and in 2019. And in my life, I have never regretted taking actions like following or joining hands to support Malam Nasser Ahmed El-Rufai. It is highly regrettable because he was laundered to us as a nationalist. But what we saw of Malam Nasser El-Rufai under the 8 years of leadership in Kaduna State is nothing but politics of exclusion, politics of discrimination, and the politics of divide and rule. Malam Nasser Ahmed El-Rufai thrives in crisis. When he joins heads, that is when he thrives. So he used religion, he used other means through religion and tribes and sentiments to knock the head so that he can have his way through. As the local government chairman of Jaba local government, during the Security Council meeting, we were asked to come with our traditional heads. The Pope Ham Jaba Ham was sitting by my right-hand side. Sometime in December 2016, when Governor Nasser Ahmed El-Rufai, with air of arrogance, said to the sitting that he had to pay herdsmen so that they will not longer commit mayhem or kill lives and all that they have been doing. What was the result? it aggravated more than 100%. This government, under a consummate leader and Democrat, a father of politics in Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and our amiable and visionary leader, distinguished Senator Obasani, commander of the Niger, nothing of such was done. The National Security Advisor has made mention of this, and over time, we know that no penny, not a single kobo, was given to any bandit. But Malam Nasser El-Rufai prides himself in using taxpayers' money to pay bandits, to pay herdsmen, and what was the result? Untold lives. You cannot count the number of lives that have been lost. Why Malam even came to the studio. Malam suffered a woeful defeat in the August 16 by-elections that took place, and APC won clean line and clean in Kajuru and Chukun constituency, federal constituency, where he laundered and tried to campaign for the SDP candidate. Don't forget that the SDP suspended him for 30 years. He went there and caused confusion. Those are his characteristics. He also suffered defeat in Zaria, Kewaye, and Basawa state constituency. He suffered a woeful defeat. So trying to recover from this defeat and come back to the political space, he needed to organize a sort of program in Kaduna under the auspices of ADC. Now, the owners of ADC have an issue with him. They are not with him in this program that he went to do, so there was a clash. He wanted to come back to the political space as a superstar.